got some things to surprise you.
Welcome back. Dan is... You were
That's
talking.
what I do. That's what this hour is all about, is to yak, yak, yak.
You were doing a good job of yakking.
Okay.
We have with us Mary Bishop and Roz Slavik, and they are here to talk about Dashing Through the Snow. Mary, you are the director, so tell us how this one came about that you wanted to do it.
Well, it came about, we had just finished the trilogy of the, Christmas Bells and all of those three that we did by the same writers, Jones, Hope, Wooten, a trio of comedy writers. And I was really sad we weren't going to have the Pharaoh people anymore. And I found a play that they had written that had them in one scene, some of the Pharaoh people from Pharaoh, Texas. And so that was the trigger for me.
Okay.
But it's a really good Christmas show, a very great thing to start off the season, I think, the Christmas season for the Arts Council and for the Ozark Arts Council and the theater company. It'll be in Dinner Theater at 12 Oaks Estate. It's just funny. Each scene is different people in it, except for the innkeeper, which is Roz, and who is also my assistant director. But each little scene could be a play by itself.
Exactly.
And they're all hysterically funny. So.
And how do you go about when you cast this? And now I know some of them have been in the trilogy, and they're bringing back that character.
They have been.
But you've got new characters involved.
I have some new characters. Basically, I just read it through and then see what pops into my head. If it's somebody I'm already familiar with, and I know they could do a certain role.
Vision,
like, for instance, you and Bill in the over-the-top role.
She's over the top? Are you kidding me?
Well, they're actors in the scene, and they're supposed to be over the top, really dramatic, and they're certainly doing a really good job.
Yeah. I wish we had just a little snippet, but I know
would be fun.
It would be funny to see, but their scene together is just in the floor rolling laughing. It's so funny.
Yeah, everybody is doing a terrific job and portraying their characters very well. I think people would really enjoy this if they'll come and see it.
Now, this is my first time doing a dinner theater.
A dinner theater?
So it'll be a whole different thing because the audience is right there in front of you. And
practically knee to knee.
Exactly. So there's a real sense of...
and it's limited seating, so I mean it's not like the Lyric where you can put 300
No, it's not. I think our limit is 42
per show.
Tickets are on sale.
And the shows, yes, the tickets are on sale. $30 a ticket.
But that gets you a wonderful dinner menu as well as the entertainment.
Right. Exactly. Plus, in a beautiful place, all decorated for Christmas. So
exactly.
It's going to be very nice. Yeah.
And go ahead.
I was just going to say, a dinner theater. The first one I went to, it's a lot different than when you're in a stage area because it's a personal performance for you. So I mean, you feel really. I mean, you can actually touch the actors.
You could, and you said this is your first time being in. This is my first time directing a dinner theater. I've been in them before, and that's.
Well, what's the difference?
It's quite a deal, quite a lot of difference, because I'm trying to sit back there when I'm directing and thinking how you're going to look to these people out there. When you're on stage and you're doing it that close, you just don't wear your glasses and you pretend you can't see anybody.
Right,
because I have to.
Yeah.
Exactly, I understand.
Because they're so close.
You got to have that fourth wall, but there's no room.
Yeah, you don't want to make eye contact because it ruins your character. So you have to.
Well, don't tell me that. It's too late.
Well, it can confuse your character. You don't want to make eye contact with anybody. You've got to stay in character. So.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us more about getting tickets for the show.
The tickets are at the OAC office. That number there is 391-3504, and then also Vivi's number. You can call her on her phone, and I think you had that.
365-8894.
Thank you, because I didn't have that in my head. And that's Vivi Allen, and we're doing the play at her home out there, 12 Oaks.
Now, Roz, tell us give us your spill. You're just sitting there, so I'm thinking, well, we need to ask Roz.
Talk, Roz.
Well, let me say, I started out just as the assistant director. I asked Mary, I need to get a couple more under my belt, and in order to direct my own. And I'd never done a dinner theater like you. I'd never acted in one, but I had never assisted in any of the performances out there. So I asked Mary, and Mary said she'd love to have me. So I said, well, thank you. But then we had one of the actresses had to leave, and Mary asked me, if I'd step in and take the role of Trina, and I said, well, if you think I could do it, sure. And it's a wonderful character. She evolves. She's probably one of the only characters that evolves in the play itself because she's in all 4 scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Trina is the bed and breakfast owner.
Yes.
And she's sick and tired of owning a bed and breakfast. And it's the Christmas holidays, right? And she goes mad at some point in time.
Well, I would say that she's probably loves being the B&B owner.
It's the guests that get here.
It's the guests that start the ball rolling with her. She's like I said, she's a wonderful character, and she does evolve through the play. And
she does flip out.
And she does a little flipping out, which I guess I'm typecast by now. My character seems to always just be a little on the crazy side, but it's been fun. It's been altogether wonderful, working with the people that I'm working with. I've worked with them before. I assisted Mary in one of the other Pharaoh days, Southern Hospitality. And I assisted her then, and that was a wonderful play. So I got to know all those characters, and of course, just during other performances around the theater and in the OAC. So it's been fun. We're having a great time.
Why don't you go through can you go through the cast of characters?
I can, because I happened to bring it with me, because I knew I would not remember. I'm not going to particularly give the names, so I'll just tell who all's in it. Roz is in it, Tom Fitton, Patty Horton and Daryl Horton, Jamie Taylor, Dana O'Quinn, Linda Henson, Debbie Waters, Bill Edwards and Ann Limley, Vivi Allen, Linda Henson, she plays 2 parts, and so does Dana O'Quinn, Rachel Couch, Dan Reynolds, and that's pretty much it.
Who?
Who? Yeah. Several of these people are playing dual roles, but they're so different in the roles that you'll recognize them, but their characters will be totally different. Yeah. So, and that's kind of fun. We haven't done much of that. So,
well, tickets are already selling, and I know that some days may be getting full. So we would highly recommend people out there, if you're wanting to do this. It's only going to be 3 performances: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
November 30th, December 1st, and December 2nd.
And the Friday and Saturday are going to be at 7.
They're going to all start at 6:30. Is when the door will open for appetizers. The meal will start at 7, and the play will start around 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They're all-night performances.
All-night performances.
Yes.
Okay.
Not all night, like all night.
No,
but all night. They happen at night.
That's good, Ann. Thank you.
If you've never
clarification.
If you've never experienced a dinner theater, this might be a perfect time to do it. And the play is a Christmas themed.
It is Christmas themed, and these particular writers, and like I said, we've done several of their plays. They write some of the funniest Southern comedy, mostly about dysfunctional families, which we're all familiar
part
with.
of that, aren't we?
So it's just fun. They're fun, and they're very family oriented. You can bring your children. They're good, clean shows.
Good.
Again, it's called Dashing Through the Snow, a dinner theater at 12 Oaks. I can't even talk now. Look at me. 12 Oaks Estate.
You have that much trouble with your lines too.
He's so funny.
No, she doesn't. She's great.
She is great.
Anyway, start calling the numbers 391-3504 or the other number
365-8894.
Yeah, if you'd like to reserve time, and I would highly recommend that you reserve
a
seat
now.
out there. I don't think you can just. They need to be reserved.
Oh yes, they have to be reserved.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, ladies.
We'll see you again tonight.
Yes, you will.
For more rehearsals. All right. Up next, we're going to talk with Will Welch. He's runner-up for the National FFA Convention. We'll talk to him all about that. Stay with us.